Alright, I hope that y'all had a good dinner. For dinner, I'm eating my words because I used to hate on Mr. Sinister a ton. And yeah, in like the span of 28 seconds, I'm gonna have to eat all that hate and just have to swallow my pride because my god, this champion is genuinely broken. So yeah, let's drop the SP1, do 35,000 degen damage per tick, not even per second, just per tick, straight up. And by the way, this bullseye has 1.2 million health, I think even 1.3 maybe. So that was 1.3 million health in yeah, 28 seconds. So obviously a conversation has to be started about this character and his placement in the mutant class and the mutant top 5 list that I have planned, but let's talk about the setup first. So obviously this is a Mr. Sinister that is off his rocker. I have the Horseman, which honestly isn't that important, but the Mcoc synergy does give me plus 50% degen damage. Additionally, I do have the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights, which give plus 25% debuff damage, and like just that is enough to just supercharge this character. But I also have Havoc, which is a bonus degen, and then I also have a White Magneto for just the extra attack rating. But yeah, this is also like a 1.6 million health Deathless Thanos, who by the way has like 3 protection phases, and also like I said 1.6 million health. And this was a 42-second fight, dude. I do not think that anyone can match that fight time against that Deathless Thanos. I'm pretty sure that's just impossible with his protections and, like, you know, the 1.6 million health. But yeah, Mr. Sinister is completely insane when he's like fully ramped up and, like, you know, full boost and all that. Of course, this is not practical. I mean, it kind of is practical in Alliance War. Like, when you don't ban Mr. Sinister in Alliance War, this is what you're enabling, because, you know, full boost and like the Mcoc synergy, you know, that's just 2 team slots and just like mandatory Alliance War behavior. So yeah, this guy is one of the craziest war champions in the game, to be honest. And this is exactly why, because this was like a 1.4 million health serpent in 40 seconds. So yeah, it's like, okay, if it was like, you know, the Battlegrounds health pool, like, versions of these characters in like 40 seconds and 42 seconds and 28 seconds, that's really impressive. Keep in mind, these are all over 1 million health fights. These shouldn't be 40 seconds, 28 seconds. That's not normal, obviously. So it begs the question, given how good he already is by himself, and by the way, the reason I'm like doing this for my showcase for Mr. Sinister and not just like, you know, the standard like unboosted just regular showcase is because those showcases on this champion are literally a dime a dozen. You can find it anywhere on the YouTube scene, but doing something like this, it's a bit different. Probably still does exist like out there, obviously, but we're here to have fun. This is definitely the fun option. And yeah, this Yelena also has like 1 point something million health, and she also has the attack reduction, so she has 2 things that should like make this at least 1 minute plus. And you can obviously guess that this is not a 1 minute fight. It is way less. I think it's like what, 50, yeah, like 55 seconds, dude. Now we have just like some act content for fun. This is 9.3, newest piece of content. Health pulls absolutely off the rocker. Let's see how fast he is in this matchup. And the best part is, when you fully boost Mr. Sinister, he has like 160,000 health. He is literally like he's a collector, because collector in 5.2 has that much health. So you're playing as a final boss pretty much, and you definitely feel like one too, because look at this damage, look at this fight time. It was a 22-second fight, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, like I was saying, this is part of like my top 5 mutant like showcase series. And you know, when I was like making this video, like before I made the video, I was like, okay, he probably slots in at like number 3 because, you know, Jean Grey Onslaught just so good. But now I really don't know, because I know this is impractical for the most part, but also it's not really impractical because, you know, if you just take off like 2 of these synergies, have a 3-man team, he still will do really good. And like, you know, recall masteries, that's obviously not like a Battlegrounds thing, but we know how powerful this character is in Battlegrounds anyway. It's not like once you take away all these things, he is just complete dog water. No, he is still a top 3 mutant character. So to be a top 3 mutant at minimum, plus have this in your pocket as well, it makes me think, well, what if he's not just top 3? What if he's actually like top 2? Is he number 1? I honestly, I think it's a possibility. I wouldn't say it's like confirmed. I might make the title of this video like he might be number 1, because genuinely in this form he is, right? Like nothing is gonna top this at all. Like this form of Sinister is pretty much untouchable, and that was a 9.3 boss in like 35 seconds. So yeah, this version of Mr. Sinister, pretty much untouchable. Like I don't think anything in the mutant class can like come close to this guy's power level at, you know, like as it is right now. So yeah, I feel like the only reason he is like he's top 3 when he's just like by himself, and that's insane, right? Because usually characters that are like this when fully boosted and like fully invested into, usually like by themselves, they're not really like in the top 10 combo even. Like Thorax, for example. I love Thorax, wouldn't say he's top 10 by himself, but he definitely gets up there whenever he's like fully invested into. Mr. Sinister, he's top 3 at minimum, and then he has this form of himself, which I do not know how it's allowed, but it's not even like impossible to replicate in the, you know, live server, because like I said, if you leave this guy unbanned in Alliance War, you will literally just get stomped on by Mr. Sinister and like this level of damage, because this is regular Alliance War like mandatory boosting. So yeah, it's a bit absurd how like this isn't even that like unrealistic, because one, it's an already very powerful character just having like more damage and just like, you know, yeah, just more damage really, because his utility is the same in this form, because he still like has his crazy regen, has his degen damage, has like, you know, the heavy attack which mitigates like, you know, hits. He does a lot for sure, like has the bleed res, has the debuff transfer. He's a really good character at base, obviously, and his matchup spread is insane, especially in the skill class. But yeah, there's just this part of him that's like, it's like an alter ego. It's like, hey, you think my damage is bad? Well, how about now? And it's like, my bad, dude. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with this part of you, because yeah, this damage is literally untouchable. So yeah, by the way, the whole time I was talking, we're in this like 8 million health fight, so just keep that in mind. And also keep in mind, Mr. Sinister is in no way, shape, or form designed for this type of content. He is a short form character through and through. I think Battlegrounds is his like, you know, main piece of content, and so if he can like do this, then yeah, there has to be conversations about him being the best mutant champion in the game, obviously. Like even like before this, you could argue that he is the best mutant champion because of his defensive value and like overall dual threat like capabilities. But then there's this part, which I mean, it's just a bit too much, right? And like, yeah, the fight time for this, I lost a ton of health, but that's just me being bad. But it was 2 minutes and 44 seconds. To put it in perspective, Sentry at rank 3, who was designed for this piece of content, like does it just like barely faster. So yeah, that is a bit crazy, and it also shows that Sentry is also very crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Very short showcase, but it really just like had to be made because I just wanted to show how dumb this guy is. I might do a full, like, more in-depth showcase of this version of Sinister if y'all want to see it. I'll see how the comments are in this video, and I'll see if y'all want to see more of, like, this power level of Mr. Sinister. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this champ. Do you think that he is, like, top 3 to top 1 at base? And, like, what do you think about this version of him? And yeah, that's about it for me.